Infection. Avoid the unhappy and the unlucky. You can die from someone else's misery. Emotional states are as infectious as diseases. You may feel you are helping the drowning man, but you are only precipitating your own disaster. The unfortunate sometimes draw misfortune on themselves. They will always draw it on you. Associate with the happy and fortunate instead. That is from a book called The 48 Laws of Power. The book continues to say that your environment is as contagious as a disease. Today's video is all about your environment and how it can influence your behaviors. I had this friend in high school, let's call him Robert, who used to be active and had a sense of joy in life. Robert would be incredibly passionate about his music and bring others laughter. Whenever I would hang out with him, I always felt included. Over the summer, most of Robert's friends went away, either on vacation or work jobs. So he started hanging out with a different crowd. Ones that would smoke, vape, and drink all throughout the summer. Whenever Robert would hang out with them, he would reject their substances. But one day, he gave in. Over time, smoking, vaping, and drinking would be a part of Robert's norm. It started to become a habit for him. If Robert was having a bad day or feeling stressed out, he would drink, smoke, vape, or do all three. He began to unconsciously feel reliant on these things. Once his friends got back from vacation, including myself, we started to see a shift in Robert's mood and overall person. Throughout the day, he seemed to be more drained. He started cutting classes. He stopped hanging out with us, his original friends. He stopped doing physical activities. He started living a different life. It started to spiral out of control and evolved into an addiction. Myself and his original friends would try to talk to him about it, but Robert would constantly deny it, saying he wasn't addicted and could quit anytime. It's sad to say that I don't know Robert anymore, and he can fully make his own decisions. But it's just heartbreaking seeing a close friend drift apart due to his negative environment that led him down a dangerous addiction. This truly communicated the fact to me that you are a product of your environment. This is an example of how your environment can hinder your purpose and growth. But there are also ways that your environment can nurture and support you. One of my neighbors is on the rowing team, and every single day he has to wake up at 5 a.m. to row for up to 2 to 3 hours. It seemed inconceivable to me, and I wondered how he did it. I asked him one time, how do you wake up at 5 a.m. every day? How do you not get exhausted and want to quit? He gave a good-natured smile and told me, each boat holds 8 men. I row with 7 other men each morning. I look at it as a part of my obligation to show up because those guys are counting on me. He looked down and back at me, saying, misery loves company. We ended the conversation and I started to think about what he said at the end. Misery loves company. It made me think. It really made me think. That was a motivator that I had never heard before. Unhappy people would rather share their pain and troubles with others than keep them to themselves. It's the same with the gym or any sport. If you go through a certain pain with others, you start to build a bond with them. The people you surround yourself with act as a catalyst for shaping who you are. Who you hang out with, what you consume, and where you are all factors of how you carry yourself and act. People introduce you to new habits, new lingo, everything. It's all about your environment. Niccolo Machiavelli, a diplomat, philosopher, and author, wrote a book called The Prince. He says the first method for estimating the intelligence of a ruler is to look at the men he has around him. I said earlier that you are a product of your environment, and I will explain why and how. Raise your hand if you have ever judged a person for hanging out with someone you think is weird. Notice how I'm raising my hand as well. That's the point I'm trying to make here. When others start to associate with different people, we shift their view on them. Jim Rohn, an American entrepreneur and author, said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." The impact of those around you often acts in a binary way. If everyone around you is antisocial, obsessed with their screens, and unmotivated, most likely you will be influenced by that and have similar characteristics. But it also works the opposite way. If everyone around you is outgoing, actively fit, and constantly motivated, you're gonna be inspired and motivated to be like that. Your environment is gonna rub off on you. Surround yourself with like-minded individuals who will push and support your dreams. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm in a suit, why I've been in a suit this entire time. It's because I just got back from a business meeting with like-minded individuals who have the same aspirations as me. So as I'm starting to surround myself with them, I'm starting to act like them. I'm starting to feel more motivated by them. That's how it works. Surround yourself with like-minded individuals who will push and support your dreams, not people who will drag you down into a form of complacency. Now, that's pretty much it for me. Final thoughts on this, look at the 5 people you hang out with the most. Are you truly a sum of those people? When most people think about that quote, they oftentimes agree with it. They say, yeah, that's totally right. And they oftentimes don't do anything to solve it. So just be, if you're going to take anything away from this video, it's to be more conscious and aware of who you surround yourself with and what the outcome of that is going to be. Thank you.